Hello and welcome to our presentation. We are LVZ Squared Consulting and our team is made up of Gili, Matt Veravetto, Kira Zagoric, and Catherine Zhao. Today we'll be talking about being able to effectively identify experts in your business. We'll start by telling you a little bit about ourselves and what we do here at LVZ Squared Consulting. Then we'll explain why we believe expertise is such a critical element of building a successful business. We'll introduce to you our trademark 7.5 elements of expertise, as well as how to use it to identify and train experts in your company. We'll then walk you through a real-world example of how we implemented our guidelines for Zagoric funds and sum up our presentation with how we can help you specifically. To start off, we just wanted to tell you a little bit more about our firm. We have been working in the consulting field for 45 years and have helped thousands of clients through the use of our trademark 7.5 steps to identifying and building expertise. In our long history, we have had a 95% client satisfaction rate and have been recognized as the #1 consulting firm for best hiring practices by Management Consultancies Association. Finally, we've had the pleasure of working with clients from all over the world, and the success of our model in diverse atmospheres gives us the confidence to present our pitch to you today. First, we want to address the problem you came to us with, which is how to identify expertise, a very important question in our hyper-competitive world where everyone is trying to hire and promote the best workers. For a long time, IQ was recognized as an appropriate indicator of expertise that can be used to identify the best workers. However, as we have seen with the story of long-term capital management, having a team full of people with high IQs does not necessarily lead to success. Even so, IQ has persisted as a popular measure of expertise because it is an objective and easily measured metric. Without this simple identifier, many companies find themselves at a loss for ensuring that they are truly engaging the best workers, which is where we come in to help. But before we get to our solution, we want to spend a little time going over why employing true experts forms an integral part of a successful business. In general, expertise helps society function smoothly through intense specialization while simultaneously working towards a better future as experts continue to push the bounds of what is possible in their fields. Specifically, in the world of finance, people directly depend and rely upon financial experts to help them save and grow their assets. Finally, expertise is about more than being the best at something. It can signal to your customers that they can trust you. Our firm stamp of expert approval will help signal to your current and future customers that their money is safe in your hands. At the end of the day, here at LVZ Squared, we believe expertise is all about building trust. So now that we've given you some background into who we are and what we do and why we think our services align with your company's problem, we want to give you a glimpse into our world-renowned model for identifying and building expertise, the 7.5 steps of expertise. We developed this model after years of hands-on experience and research in the field of human resources, tracking how companies choose to hire and promote employees. From here, we track the characteristics of the most successful employees, cross-checking our research from different companies to determine the most important factors in cultivating and identifying experts. With all of this, we created a comprehensive guideline that all companies, regardless of industry, can follow to ensure that they are investing in the best people. Finally, we tracked the success of the 7.5 steps throughout our 25-year history and noticed impressive stock market performance by those companies who were able to make sure the right people were in the right positions. Our model is statistically proven to result in higher performance for your company. Not only is the model backed by research, but each individual step is scientifically proven to be correlated with expertise through concrete metrics and measurable results. However, we believe the most exciting aspect of our research is that we have proven that experts are born, not made. This means that when our model is applied to the right people in any field or discipline, we can guarantee superior performance. One of the overarching themes of our research was that an individual's experiences mattered much more than any objective measure of knowledge in their ability to become experts. Some of these important experiences that we identified are family values, the scope of their previous work, and skill development over time. We have found that there is a strong correlation between an individual's capacity to achieve success in any given field and the values their family instilled in them at an early age. For instance, one of the best indicators of a potential entrepreneur is if their parents were entrepreneurs and instilled in them the necessary values of creativity and hard work. Another important factor was that experts are limited in scope. We do not subscribe to the jack of all trades ideology here. Rather, we believe you should look for people who have dedicated a lot of time to specialize and practice a specific skill. Building off of this, we believe it is not enough for people to spend time studying to specialize in their given field, but who have been encouraged to develop their skills and apply them to real-life situations. While this typically happens at a young age with parental support, we believe your company is capable of fostering this environment to help build expertise within your firm. After scanning applicants for their past experience, we have some tests that your company can use to analyze traits of expertise. The first is that of testing speed in working with basic fundamentals in your business. For instance, with finance, this may be seen as someone who is able to look at financial statements, pull relevant information, and come up with a rough valuation in a short amount of time. Something to look for during this test is if the applicant is chunking information strategically and ignoring irrelevant information. Another test is to see how quickly the applicant can learn a new skill within their given field. If you are a mutual fund that typically works with large public companies, perhaps you could give an applicant some venture capital basics and see how quickly they would be able to come up with a beneficial VC deal. Finally, we believe there is a lot of merit in simply asking applicants why they're interested in what they're doing. People who are passionate about their work tend to work harder and excel more than people who are not extremely passionate about their work. Once you have identified individuals with these expertise traits or the potential to develop expertise in your company, it is important that you create an environment where they're able to build upon their current skill set. We suggest that this can be done through training, quizzes, and forums. You should provide structured training for financial information and techniques that allow individuals to deliberately practice and work on their skills. Additionally, this new knowledge should be tested regularly with quizzes to ensure the individual is understanding and retaining the information. Furthermore, we suggest having forums on the area of expertise that you are trying to teach. This sets aside time for the individual to specifically focus on the skills they are trying to develop without the distractions of the outside world. Deliberate practice has proven to be one of the biggest indicators of expertise we found in our research. The idea of deliberate practice stresses the importance of paying special attention to coaches, monitoring performance, self-reflection, and challenges. A coach or mentor is an essential element of developing expertise, as individuals need someone to push and support them while they develop their skills. However, a major downfall we have noticed in many companies is that they do not recognize the benefit of changing mentors as skills develop, something that we push for in our 7.5 steps. One aspect of mentors is that they are able to monitor the individual's performance and provide constructive feedback on how they can improve. The idea of evaluation and feedback is central to the continued growth of expertise. However, we believe it is important that the individual themselves reflect on their own performance and recognize their successes and failures, which may give them a better grasp on the feedback they are given from their mentor. Finally, it is important that the mentor continually challenges the employee. Employees who are not challenged tend to remain at their current level of expertise. Therefore, we stress the value in pushing individuals beyond what their current capabilities are. This may seem like it detracts from the productive work the employee is able to give you, and harder challenges will inevitably lead to failure, but in the long run, the improvements of the employee are invaluable. In fact, dealing with failure is another core component of our expertise training, what we call the failure factor. If you never challenge individuals and encourage them to learn from failure, you cannot be confident in how they will act when they are promoted to higher positions and given more difficult tasks. We suggest putting employees on the spot with challenging problems to see how they respond. If they fail, it is important to provide them with the necessary feedback and support they can use to improve in the future. However, continued success can signal that they may be ready for higher level challenges. Finally, we wanted to provide you with a concrete example of our success in the past. In 1990, we were approached by Zagorek Funds, a mid-market mutual fund that was looking to expand into larger investments, but we were having trouble identifying new employees to hire and current employees to promote to achieve their vision. We applied our expertise guide to the fund and worked with them to recognize individuals with expertise potential both inside and outside their company, as well as give them concrete tools to foster this expertise. 5 years later, we received reports that not only were their funds returning rates well above the rest of the market, but employee and shareholder satisfaction with managers had also improved. This strategy proved to remain stable in the long term, as the Zagorek Funds went on to be named the most trustworthy mutual fund in America by Forbes magazine, a title that we are very proud to have helped develop. Now that we've walked you through what we were able to do for your firm, we want to leave you with a few statistics that prove the value of our work. 56% of companies believe that they can improve their hiring processes and that they're not currently able to secure or retain the best talent. 74% of companies believe that their people are one of their greatest assets, which emphasizes the importance of finding the right people to work for you. Finally, we believe that 100% of companies can benefit from our research. Whatever field you are in, whatever your current position is, there's always more you can do to recognize and foster the talent within your company. So that brings us to the end of our presentation today. For any questions, please feel free to contact us at inquiry@lvzsquaredconsulting.com or by phone at 819-123-4567. We thank you for listening to our presentation today and hope to hear from you soon.